Balboni Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards to accessories and apparel, they're the one-stop shop for any player looking to stock up or upgrade. Whether you're stepping up to the line for the first time or competing for trophies and checks, Balboni Darts is the store that the champion selects.
Off the get-go here, Joe was scoring so reliably versus Ron Sargent. I mean, it was just like every visit, ton, 140, ton. It was crazy. Joe's level of consistency really has improved over these past couple of weeks. Tom Curtin had a little bit of a hiccup playing against Nick Soldo in the finals. Maybe not his best display, not his best average, but got the job done regardless. But this man, certainly going to be a worthy challenger if he can play the same game as he did against Ron Sargent. Unbelievable night that we've had. So Tom Curtin, haven't seen much of him tonight. Again, he was on the left-hand side of the bracket, so we didn't really get to see what he was doing over there. So actually, I'm not even sure of his average tonight. I can check. I could check. Let me see. We go through the scoring segment here. So Tom Curtin has been playing a pretty respectable game so far, but Joe hasn't beat out in the averages so far. Tom's last game averaging 74.93. That was against Justin Burke, who fired in a 63.57. Tom Curtin's first game against Mark Rudge, 75.78. So mid-70s range. Joe Ricard, if he can find that level, should be able to dispatch of Tom Curtin if he can continue to play his level of game. Very consistent tonight, but has to rise to the occasion. And sometimes those elevated displays, few and far between. That's what makes this game so hard, is we all have the ability to hit ton-plus average legs, but to do it consistently, it's a very hard word to say this late in the night. To do it leg after leg, that's what separates the best players from everybody else. And Tom Curtin showing why he's one of the better players here in the greater Worcester area. 1-2-4 remaining after 4 visits to the board. Joe Ricard just looking to try and keep up. Not happy with that visit at all. So big opportunity here for Tom Curtin to come out with a break. 1-2-4. Finds the first dart, so 64 remaining. No pressure, so doesn't have to go for the bullseye finish. Wanted trip 8 there for 24. But will set himself up quite nicely regardless. So Joe can only hope and pray from this point on. Needs to find at least 2 triples for any sort of serious pressure. There's 80 scored. Chooses to try and stay there for another one. Leaves himself 86. So Tom Curtin, 3 darts at double 20. You feel like it's not going to take more than 1 or 2. Going down to double 10. Oh, well wide. Third dart needed. And he finds it with that third dart, so a little bit of a scary start there. Maybe taking just an extra dart or 2 longer than Tom Curtin would have wanted, but still a leg in the ledger books for Tom Curtin. Nonetheless, Joe Ricard already being broken in a rather quick visit there from Tom Curtin, so needs to try and fire back and get this set back under throw if he wants any chance. Putting up a fight, and 36 off the rip here from Tom Curtin. Not a great start. Huge opportunity for Joe Ricard to jump in front if he can just keep his darts in a line. Might be off to the side there. Well low. And Joe Ricard just splashing every segment of the board. 26. Not a good time for bacon and eggs. Tom Curtin looking to try and drop those darts down. Wants to try and hunt for it, but maybe trying a little too hard. As we get the scoring portion of this game underway, as you can see there above the scoreboard, our little advertisement for our Ko-Fi coffee page. Guys, if you want to contribute directly to the Season 3 prize pool and to the operations of the Worcester Premier League at large, guys, please consider donating. Every dollar really goes a mile longer than you think it does. We are looking to stick around for Season 4 and beyond and raise the stakes in the playoffs. So, again, if you have a moment, go check out that Ko-Fi page, ko-fi.com/WPL. We certainly appreciate it. As we get back into the game here, Joe's scoring prowess is more or less dried up, maybe taking a little too long to get back into gear. Tom Curtin not really having a great game himself, struggling to find this triple 20 segment that seems to come so easily and natural to him, but it's still early in this game. Joe Ricard, still plenty of time to try and catch back up. Certainly getting frustrated that all these darts are just dropping ever so slightly low and high. All over it. But not falling behind too far. Big 7 there from Tom Curtin. Needs to try and find something big. This would be a disaster of a round. Even then, only 47 found. So both guys taking a little time. Last game of the night. But it's not too late. 9:40 here in Worcester, Massachusetts. Joe drifting off to the 1 segment. Needs to keep it straight. Looks like he only finds 81, but that will do nicely. Closes the gap. Tom Curtin certainly able to try and set himself up very nicely here if he can find 1 or 2 in there. Ooh, and a very, very wild dart. Rather uncharacteristic. Does very well to find that correction, but still. Wild second dart. Not something that we see from Tom Curtin at all, really. And Joe, working with 198, needs to continue to hammer away. Needs at least 1 more, you feel, to put any serious pressure on. The 100 will have to do. Tom Curtin, 137, in the wheelhouse. Can he find the combination? Fortunately, it will not go. 118 remaining now. Looks like he's eyeballing trip 18. He does find to leave himself 64. So trip 16, trip 8, anywhere in that area really will do nicely. Does find the big 16 to leave himself 48. So a really nice leave for Mr. Curtin. Joe Ricard has taken out a 151 tonight. Believe 1 more ton plus, I already forget, but 98, 2 darter. Are we going to see the quick pop here from Joe Ricard? Unfortunately, going for the 18s now. 78 remaining. Can't grab it, so 60 left. Will force to burn a dart on that 20, leave himself 40. And Tom Curtin, huge opportunity to go up 2 legs to none here in this set for double 20. 2 darts at it. Spin of the dart. And that double is found. And that is 2 legs on the spin. Back-to-back takes there for Tom Curtin. Pressure immediately on Joe Ricard, who's looking to fire in with something big here. 140 maybe. Pushes that dart out into the trip 1. So 83 is still a good visit. Getting things going in quite a strong manner here. And Tom Curtin looking to fire back with something big of his own. Ooh, tough block. Might stay there. Oh, my goodness. I'm actually really surprised he stayed. Finds the big 140. Can tell with that third dart that third one barely found its way through. It looks like both guys are getting their scoring arms rightfully ready for the job here. Finding some big, big scores and making it look effortless. This is the type of game that we expect from both guys. Tom just low on that second dart. Finds the big 140 regardless. So here we go, folks. Buckle in. Get a snack, grab a drink, and be ready because these guys are going to absolutely crater this triple 20 segment. Oh, no 180 found, but the big 140 will do. All the way down to 178. Tom Curtin, 221 remaining. Oh, my goodness. Finding 20 there, so 141 remaining, and he can't find the bull. Wanted to leave himself 91. Instead finds that single bull. Leave himself 116, which is still a great leave. Joe, effortless first start. Still plenty of space. Are we going to... Don't hit it! Don't hit it! Don't hit it! Don't hit it! Okay, he wins. He scared me. I think he scared Tom. Wow. It's so easy to fall into that rhythm and just go for the 180, but he would have busted. And a lot of pressure on Tom Curtin, who needs a single 16 now. For a big 116 take, Tom Curtin. Oh, wide by 5 miles, unfortunately there. And Joe Ricard, who clutched it out with double 2 in the previous game, going back for it. takes it with that first start. So we have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Since 2014, U.S. Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. From embroidered polos to customized uniforms and fan gear, they have the expertise and the people to do it all. Their catalog includes spiritwear, athletic equipment, and promotional items. From mugs and golf balls to jackets and hoodies, everything is branded to your specifications. For gear that works as hard as you do, trust in U.S. Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
This set is certainly developing into something quite interesting here. Both guys struggled to get their scoring going, but now it seems to be popping out of its hiding place, snarling its teeth. Both guys are showing why they are the top of the pile here in week 4 when every night win is so critical. Every point matters that much more. The averages are starting to creep up, and Joe Ricard can't find the ton 40, can only walk away with a ton. What can Tom do in response to the ton from Joe Ricard? Wants to drop it in, but that second dart again, not proving to be as focused as he's displayed in previous weeks. Tom Curtin maybe a little off focus tonight. Of course, right as I say that, Joe, poor first dart and tough blocker on that second one. Not able to find it on the third one either, so a little bit of a traffic jam. Both guys driving in the express lane down the board, but now a little bit jammed up. Maybe traffic's clearing up. Tough deflection on that second dart. He is going to stay there, though, and he can't find it. Both darts ramping upward. Only able to lock in that ton. So 300 for Tom Curtin, 356 for Joe. Triple 20 might be going downstairs. Staying downstairs. Finds the big trip 19, so 96 found. Gets rid of that awful 6, hanging on that number. Pretty tough first start here for Tom Curtin. Oh, an even tougher second dart. My goodness. Can't lock in anything there. 17 punched in, and Joe Ricard, huge opportunity now if he can find a big score to really put the hurt on the Emperor. And unfortunately, just unforced mistakes there. Not able to lock in anything worthwhile. 283 to 217. Tom Curtin needs at least ton 40 to get himself down to something workable, but no, it just won't go. And again, the ones. There's some phantoms in the WPL studio, and they have been drifting everyone's darts into the one segment. We have seen this time and time again tonight. That pesky segment has been a persistent problem all night. Joe looking to fire in one more triple 20, and he does find the big 140, so a ton of pressure here on Tom Curtin. Joe leaving himself 77. Tom Curtin, no reaction. Oh, we're beginning to see the big ton 80. Oh, the flight pushes that one up by quite a ways. My goodness, but 102.77, you feel like this has to go. Lining up for the shot now. Finds 3. Tough break there. Moving over to the 14s, you feel. Can't find it, so 2 darts not working out at all. Missing their targets, and 65 remains now for Joe Ricard, who finds the single bull. We saw Ron Sargent do that in the previous game, and he just can't hit single bull. He can only find the double bull. Tom Curtin, 102. Pushing that into the trip 5, will leave himself 87, so won't go. 70 remaining now. Can't find that correction with that trip 10, so Joe Ricard, huge opportunity to push Tom to the edge. The reliable double 20. Can he find it? First dart take. Going all the way here. Joe Ricard battling back from 2 legs down. And this game is developing quite nicely, and Joe has the throw. We'll be throwing for the set here. First dart is a beaut. Second dart is just as gorgeous. And the third dart decides to jump off a cliff. So unfortunate there. 140 found. Still a great way to get this leg going here for Joe Ricard. Tom, very lucky to find that second one in there. Third dart, I'm not sure if it agrees. 81 fired in. Advantage for Joe. He can really start to bring the hurt if he can find the correction over to the left. Well too far left. Needs to split the middle here, and unfortunately, those types of visits will let this man, right here, the Emperor, back into the game. First dart, upper left corner, the entire bed still there. Still plenty of space. Basically a billboard saying, come on in. When that first dart is placed so perfectly. Big 140 find there, Joe. 3-3-3 remaining. Maybe a lack of focus here. Joe just eking those darts into that trip one segment. 43 found, so a huge slowdown here and a big opportunity for Tom Curtin, who shouldn't have this big of an advantage with Joe being the one to defend his throw, but nonetheless needs to capitalize here. Can only walk away with a ton, and even then I don't think it's there. Sorry for the lip readers of the world. This is a family-friendly show, and fortunately, Tom's frustration coming through. Looking to drop it down. Needs a ton 40. Needs a ton now, even just to try and put some semblance of pressure, and can't quite find it. Maybe nerves. Did so well to battle back, keep those darts consistent, but now both guys neck and neck. 200 remains for the Emperor, Tom Curtin. 120 remains now. And again, a sloppy third dart. That one segment, my goodness, someone call the Ghostbusters and get these phantoms out of here. Pushing these darts around in our WPL studio. Joe not able to lock in and find it. Goes even higher on that third dart. So opportunities now for Tom Curtin to clean up. Not able to force it. So 118 remaining. No two-dart combination. I believe a ton left. Indeed so. So do or die 170 take. We've seen this guy do it before. Tom Curtin will not let this slip. Joe has to find the combination. Finds the first one. Second dart's in. Bullseye. No ball, man. That would have been insane if he found that. Unbelievable bid there from Joe Ricard with the 170, but now Tom has to clean up. Goes low. Goes wide. And he goes wide again. Opportunities. Joe Ricard from a 170 failed bid to double 16. How many is it gonna take? Only one needed. Joe Ricard goes up. 1-0, battling back from 2 legs down. Winning 3 on the spin. We have a fantastic game here, folks. Unbelievable storylines being written by both of these guys, and Tom, well, he looks pissed now. Wants to lead off with the big 1-2-1. I think he can only find 66 there. Indeed, I am correct. This man right here has been working so hard tonight to try and eke out any advantage and not able to secure himself a worthwhile one there. Only punching in 55, so still a close game. Now that the first set is over, I will end the poll. Seems like Joe Ricard, 100% of the votes. Oh, I can't blame you guys the way he's been playing. What can Joe do here? First dart is perfect. Second dart fills up the bed, maybe. Not enough space. Might find the 180. Does find the big 180. Solid round there from Joe Ricard. Pressure back for Tom Curtin. My goodness. Finds that second dart in there, hanging on by a thread. And again, solid ton. These guys are starting to push now. But Joe, he has just had a slight advantage. Continuing to try and build up these advantages down the line here. Whoa, a little bit of a slip. Holding on to that dart. Goes downstairs to the 59. Not sure what could have caused that, but nonetheless, still an okay round there for Joe Ricard. Tom The Emperor 2-3-5, not able to find the first dart in there. Second dart pushes into the trip 15. Big reaction there from Tom as he looks around to see where that point landed. And not able to lock in anything good. So advantages, mistakes, slips, the drama. Short format darts here at the Worcester Premier League. It's coming through for us. First dart is a great one. Second dart drops low. So now going down for the correction. Can't grab that 57 with that third dart. But 99 will work out quite nicely. 108 remaining for Joe Ricard. Tom Curtin stranded on 180. Finds that big second dart, but will have to go down. Does find that big correction, my goodness. I believe 122 found indeed, yes. So now Shanghai in the 18s. Oh, drops it well low, so now trip 18 is needed to even force a bullseye attempt. Finds it, bullseye, bullseye. Oh, and he goes wide, so Joe has been so close on 2 attempts now. Not able to lock those in. Oh, my goodness. 18, 2 darts at double 20 for Tom Curtin. Goes low again, so down to double 10. And he finds it, pinches it away. Third dart there, my goodness. A little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a reach. Nick in the chat saying Joe's trash, can't even take out the 170. Man, I agree. You hit those first 2 darts, you basically have to hit it. And if you don't, what are you even doing? You know, what's the hype? What's the point of building up all that hype if you can't find that third one? My goodness. The fact that we've almost seen a bullseye take here on 2 attempts. Craziness here in the final of week 4. And Tom Curtin struggling to get off the line here. Bacon and eggs, both guys have had the chance to stop by the WPL diner, get some breakfast. Both guys walking away displeased as ever with their meal. Joe, not sure if he finds a ton. Finds the big 140. Third dart, squeaking in right in the top left corner there. Perfect first dart. Dead center, I think. Oh, the Emperor looking to fill it up. Oh, big 180. Big answer. Tom Curtin showing that he is not to be pushed around here. Joe having to work just as hard. Oh, 2 in there. Are we going to see a call and answer? Yes, we are. Back-to-back 180s from both guys. Let's go here. My goodness. Tom Curtin just below on that second dart. Oh, back-to-back 180s followed up by the ever so reliable 43. Tough break there, and Joe down to 121. Starting off to leave himself 96. Can't grab it, but will stay there. Looked around the board, but a beautiful third dart there. Hesitated a little bit with that little bit of a search around the board, but does very well to leave himself 16. Great first dart there from Tom Curtin. Won't force the maximum, but third dart, again, just slipping out of the hand. Tom Curtin not happy at all. Very upset and frustrated with the way that third dart left his hand. Joe Ricard, double 8. Great guide. Oh, my goodness. Hugging that double 8 bed. Double 4, and he finds it with the third dart. That is a scary, scary reach there. But he is able to go and search for it and find it. 2 darts hugging that double 8 bed. My goodness. Tom Curtin leading off with a vengeance here. That first dart is picture perfect. 2 picture perfect darts. Are we going to see a perfect family of darts there? Triple 20s all around for both guys. 180 to lead off. My goodness, I am going to lose my voice, ladies and gentlemen. Joe looking to try and drop that in there, and that is a poor, poor start there. Tom Curtin working on this 9-dart attempt here. 3 perfect so far. 4th is good. 5th one maybe not good. The attempt dies here, but still a great, great sequence there from Tom Curtin. Joe giving him some trouble about that one. Again, you got to respect the gamesmanship from these guys. They are throwing a spectacular game, but they still can give it to each other in jest. And a solid ton there found from Joe Ricard. Tom Curtin, 236, the Emperor. Man, oh man, he's showing why he rules over the WPL Kingdom as the Season 2 champion. Looking to try and find a way through and cannot do so, but not under a lot of pressure here. Joe Ricard, 373. Well behind. We'll need at least a ton 40 here to put any semblance of pressure here. Wants another one. Does find the ton 40, so great darts there from Joe Ricard. Trying to scramble his way back into a challenging position here, but Tom Curtin, ton 40 here to leave double 18 would be lovely. Not able to find that trip 20 with that second dart, but a great correction. Hits the big 120. Leave himself 56. Joe Ricard, 233. Has to hit big. Has to be violent here with these darts. Can't quite do it, so Tom Curtin looking to defend his throw. Hold it here. And force Joe to do the same in the following leg. 148 remaining for Joe. 40 remaining for Tom Curtin. 2 darts at double 20. Oh, and a clinical take there. Looks like a 14-dart round there from Tom Curtin. My goodness. Joe loving what he's seeing. Happy for Tom there. Great darts from both guys. My goodness. Joe looking to defend. Keep this momentum going. 84.30 to 81.99. These guys are having an absolute stunner of a game. Joe walking away with only 60 there. Tom, opportunity here. We've seen some weird adventures with his throw, but looks like any problems he was having, he's more or less dispatched of those problems. 140 fired in there from Tom Curtin. Joe Ricard, 4-4-1, finding the one segment, but corrections needed. Low again, a little bit of a shake of the head there from Joe. Can't bring it up. So only finding 101 points in the first 2 visits. Tom, huge opportunity to start running away with this leg. If you can just avoid darts like that. Oh my goodness, it's all crumbling from the seams here. Not able to find anything. Tom going for more coffee. Another serving of hash browns. The diner is open 24/7, ladies and gentlemen, and Tom Curtin wants to get out of there. Joe looking to try and find space for another one. Looks like he can't. Pushes it outside to the 85. Oh, my goodness. Neck and neck. These two, not a gap of space between them. Tom Curtin finding that triple 20 reliably with that second one. Still a lot of space, but might have pushed that one outside. Third dart. Climbing into the trip 5 segment, so 95 score. Joe still within range. Needs a big correction here. Needs to drop that one just a little lower. Can't, goes higher, 45 found. So Tom, advantage now. Can really build off of this gap. Perfect first start. 180 remaining. 100 remaining. The caster math is struggling a little bit as we get past 10 o'clock on the hour here, 3 after the hour. Joe Ricard will need at least a ton to leave himself another attempt at 170. Oh, just can't find it. Wants a perfect third and goes well wide, so we will not have another 170 bid. Tom Curtin working with 119, 19 first to leave himself the ton. Can't grab that triple 20, so can only set up here. I agree, Todd. This is an absolutely fantastic week. These guys have just been coming out with some heavy-hitting darts, and, man, we have been spoiled tonight. Glad that you're tuning in. Joe Ricard working with 210. Finds that triple there, so 80 found. Can only try and leave himself handy. 110 remaining, but Tom Curtin, lethal on all of the outer ring. Not going to look to stick around here, and he just barely goes wide. Oh my goodness, wide again. Drama creeping in here. And the third dart does manage to squeak in just under the wire there. Get out the microscopes, folks, because that point is barely in there.
Looking for your next night out in Worcester? Tee Up Tap Room is the place to be. With 5 golf simulator bays, more than 20 dartboards, a full bar and kitchen, and leagues for both golf and darts running year-round, Tee Up is the go-to spot for competition and community. Swing by Tee Up Taproom at 70 James Street in Worcester and see why it's the city's home for golf, darts, and good times.
And Joe Ricard came out with a fantastic opening set, but now it all comes down to this for the game for the week. Who's going to be able to keep it together here in this final set of week 4? Solid ton to get things going. Joe Ricard leading off strong here. Tom Curtin looking to respond. 5 found. Joe looking to hold his throw. So this is actually his set to defend as well. And not able to get off on the right foot. Tom Curtin struggling, tripping up a little bit under the firing gun. And Joe looking to punish. Brutalize Tom Curtin. If he can find another one, drops it low. So ton, back-to-back tons. Tom Curtin has to find at least a triple here to keep it close. Does find that triple. Would love another one. Great line in there. That flight pushes it up again. Man, Tom's flights must be made of rubber because those bounces have been violent. Perfect, picture-perfect first dart. 2 in there. Come on, Joe, fill it up. Oh, and he goes low. Only 140 found there from Joe Ricard, but he is doing well to push his chances of him winning this leg ever greater. And Tom Curtin struggling to keep his darts in a straight line. Does very well to correct. 95 found, but advantage Joe Ricard. 161 outside chance. Doesn't have to force it, but may do so. Well, there's the one. That always sucks when that first dart is always the big one. But, again, not a good visit. Sloppy darts there from Joe Ricard. That might have actually ramped off the flight, so maybe no fault of his own. But Joe Ricard now with a tricky 137. Not a friendly take. And Tom Curtin breathing down his neck. Pressure with the 161. So outside chance for Tom if Joe's not able to secure this 137. It will not go. So 117 now remaining. Finds the big trip. 57 left, so 17 to leave himself his double 20. Does find it. Do or die. 161. Joe looking to defend. Tom looking to break. First part is not found, so the bid is over. Joe will be coming back. Tom only looking to set up here, going downstairs. Does not find that trip 19, so still pretty tough for Tom Curtin, even if he does come back. One dart is all you need, Joe, and it's again the first dart is all he needs, proving that double 20 is the property of Joe Ricard. Tom was right there behind him with 62, but that is a critical opening leg for Joe Ricard. Tom looking to now defend his throw here, and he can't force that one through. Built a nice little catcher's mitt there. What can Joe do off the line? Perfect first. Second dart goes wide. Can he bring it back inside? He does, I believe, with the 135 to open. Great start here from Joe, finding that extra gear. Tom looking to battle immediately back. 2 in there. And that third dart just drills wide. Calibration needed. Still keeping it close here. Another opening dart that is just perfection. The second one gets wild. Third dart goes low, but 81 will do. It's serviceable. It's workable. Tom Curtin. Oh, a little bit of a overreach there on that first dart. Maybe just not a full extension of the arm. Third dart again. Not cooperating. Frustration. Something that we don't see from Tom Curtin very often. Normally, he's just wiping the floor with people. But now the struggle is maybe some doubt creeping in, and Joe continues to punish another solid ton. 82-4 versus 84-9. 185 remaining for Joe. 269 for Tom. Needs 2 triples to try and keep pace. Finds the first one, going downstairs for trip 19. Can't find it, only finds 9, and the frustration again. 185 remaining, Joe. Golden opportunity to leave himself quite nice here. Might go downstairs, might stay. Choosing to stay. Pushes off into the 5 segment, so a nervy third dart will leave him an out. But Tom Curtin, pushes wide again. 2 darts in hands, can still try and correct, and shake of the head just tells you everything that you need to know, folks. Only 30 found. 150 versus 140. Neck and neck. So close. Who's going to be the one to take it out? Joe lines up to the Aki. Can't find it. We'll be looking for a ton. Hunting for a ton now. Desperate dart is found to leave himself 40. 150 remaining here from Tom Curtin. And that single one will end the bid. Can only set himself up if Joe misses, which is not something he has done very often. Great setup shot there from Tom Curtin. My goodness, 118. Dropping his score down to 32. Do or die 40 here. Needs to bring it low. And the second dart is in. Joe Ricard, 2 legs advantage. This is his set. He is defending the set. But now he finds the critical break. Has 3 chances now to seal the deal. How many legs is he going to need? Second dart is a beautiful dart. Third dart follows suit. 140 to lead off the line here, and Tom under pressure. Second dart is fired in there. Third dart looking like it might follow, and it does. Back-to-back 140s for both guys. No space between them. Joe, second dart, perfect again. Third dart pushes wide, might have been the flight. 83 found. Huge opportunity here for Tom Curtin if he can keep this monumental scoring up. And again, frustrating second dart going wide. Third dart finds its way home, 85, 83. These guys, 2 points between them. First dart is just about as perfect as you can get it. Second dart just low. Might be too many flights in the way. Can't find his way through. Pushes out into the 5 segment for 95. These guys are roaring down the scoring segment of this game here. The flights again made of rubber, violent bounces. 85, shake of the head. Tom knows that this is his night on the line here. If he can't score big, Joe not at an out, but look at the face on this man. He is keeping it as cool as he possibly can right now, but inside I imagine he's bubbling over with a big 140. Wow. Tom Curtin, 191, needs 2 triples for serious pressure. Otherwise, you feel the night might be over. Needs to find the triple. Can't find it. 131 remaining for Tom Curtin. The Emperor might be usurped by Joe Ricard. 43. Finds 3. 2 darts at double 20. Goes low. 1 dart at double 10. Oh, and he pulls it inside. Opportunity. Match dart wasted. 2 match darts wasted for Joe Ricard. And Tom Curtin, 131, will not go. So now Joe will be coming back. Does he choose to split? Does he choose to go straight at it? We'll find out after this dart. Does find that correction, so great setup there from Tom Curtin. But is it going to matter? 32 versus 10. How many is Joe going to need? Second dart goes low. It's inside. He needs to correct now. Throws it away for the 1 segment. Shake of the head. Tom Curtin, you feel, is not going to miss this double 16. It's going to go. Goes wide. Goes wide again. Millimeters between him and the double. Goes inside. Nerves. Nerves. Joe Ricard, double 2. Takes a breath. This is it. Double 1. Well wide. 1 more shot. And he finds it! Joe Ricard is the Week 4 champion, taking out Tom Curtin 2 sets to 1. Both guys playing a spectacular.
Looking for a way to support the Worcester Premier League directly? Check out our coffee page. Every dollar donated goes right back into the league, helping us cover operations and build a bigger prize pool for the players. Your support makes it possible for us to keep the WPL growing season after season. Once again, your donation helps us keep the competition thriving and the darts flying. Visit our page at coffee.com/WPL darts to make a contribution today.